Hey Shelby, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So my name is Carson and I'm going to be your counselor today and I'm really happy that you're here. So to start, I just wanted to go over a few limits of confidentiality, okay? Everything that you say in here is private and it's going to be kept between us and this is a safe space. I want you to know that you're free to talk about whatever you need to get off your chest and whatever you're feeling. But the three limits, these are things that I would have to report or tell someone. And
Mhm.
of course, before I did do this, I would talk to you about it. But the
Okay.
first is if you told me that you were being abused or if someone else was being abused.
Mhm.
The second would be if you disclose that you were going to be in immediate harm to yourself or someone else. And then the third would be if I was subpoenaed by a court or a judge.
Okay.
Are those clear?
Yes, that makes perfect sense. Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome. Awesome. So we're just going to get started by, I'm going to let you tell me a little bit about yourself and like what brought you here today.
Okay. So I am in grad school currently. I'm doing it at the same college that I got my undergrad from. And so I know a lot of the professors. And I guess it's only like a 2-year program, but it's been really tough. And I don't know, I've always been a good student. My professors know that I'm a good student. But I've just been really struggling with the work. I guess I think maybe grad school, I'm having to also work a job. So it's a lot to juggle. And I'm just feeling very overwhelmed, I guess would be a good way to put it.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a lot on your plate and it's fair to be overwhelmed. I can see how you're overwhelmed. But I do want to say first, it's awesome that you are in grad school. That's a huge accomplishment. And to be working a job at the same time, that's not easy for anyone. So it's awesome that you're doing that.
Thanks.
So what part, is it just like time management that's really stressing you out or?
I think it's honestly, I think it's all of it. Like, it's having to still be able to be a good employee at work, like having to do that. And then on top of that, going to do schoolwork. It's like a lot. I don't feel my best, I guess. Like I said, I've always been a really good student. I've always made good grades. I've always, worked hard. Like turning things in late or not doing stuff is very out of character for me. And I've been doing that a lot and I just like don't care, you know?
Mhm. So do you kind of feel like you have just a lack of motivation and you're not
Yeah.
really caring like you used to?
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know why, because nothing has really changed. I mean, like I said, it's at the same school, like I have a lot of the same professors, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. So do you know, like, what's your reason why you want to go, why you're in grad school? What's your end goal?
Yeah, I think about that a lot and I want to go on and kind of just advance myself in the field that I'm in. I'm a teacher or I'm getting my master's in education. And so I want to be like a teacher and I want to teach at those higher levels. And um it's just really tough. And I think, like I have started teaching a little bit. And while also doing this master's, it's a lot, after dealing with kids all day and then having to go home and do some more work. It's just a lot.
That does sound like a lot. So it sounds like you're going to grad school because you like your profession right now and you just want to advance yourself even more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So what would you look forward to the most in your future if you do like continue to do school and kind of make this change and find some more motivation?
So right now I teach middle school, which that's crazy. Um, but I think like when I get my master's, I want to like advance, maybe teach the higher grades. Even I've considered doing like a college level. So, and I think I would enjoy that more, which I know, like your first job is not the one you're stuck in forever, but it just feels like I'm going to be doing this forever because I don't have the motivation to go on, you know?
Yeah. So you would eventually like to move into something a little different. You just kind of feel stuck.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So have you tried anything lately to like, I don't know, any self-care or anything to kind of give yourself a break? It sounds like you just are constantly like working
You
school
got
and
it.
might take
Yeah.
a break.
Well, it's nice because I'm a teacher and I do get, breaks, but I feel like during those breaks I'm doing schoolwork, so I don't have a time to like ever relax.
Mhm.
But I'm really looking forward to when my semester is over and I get to go home and kind of just relax and not worry about anybody needing me or, anything like that. I have some dogs that I like to walk. We love going outside and, I try to when I have time. Like I love to go like get my nails done and do things like that, but it's just hard, I feel like I don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you have a lot of responsibilities and it's probably difficult for you to balance.
Mhm.
all the roles and stuff that you have all at once.
Yeah.
So how important is it for you to like make this change and keep going with school? Because I mean, there's continuing school, keeping on going, or there's quitting. So how important is it for you to keep going?
It's very important. And I would almost say, like, it's not an option for me to quit. And I know that, like, I don't want to quit, like, because this is something that I'm very passionate about and I don't want to give up because I feel like that's what I would be doing if I quit. And I don't want to do that. And I'm still young. I think it would be better for me to do it now than when I was older, don't have any kids or anything like that. But, you know, it's just a lot, but I don't want to give up. But I do need to figure out how to make a change and to, get back to being that good student that I used to be.
hmm Yeah, so it's pretty clear to me that you are motivated and you know that school is something that you want to do and you have your reasons as
Yeah.
to why you want to continue school. So I think what we need to do is find a way for you to like make a little more time for yourself so you feel like you have the motivation to do everything you have to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like in closing, because we're running a little short on time, I just want to, what are two things that you could do for yourself this week? They don't have to be anything big or expensive. Just think of two things, and I want you to practice those and take the time to do those before you come back.
I think the first one is that I have a show that I love to watch, but I haven't watched it in a long time. So I think maybe just taking some time this weekend to like watch a couple episodes and not, I'm not saying watch 8 hours, but watch some TV and then get outside. Those are two
Mhm.
things, and I really like to do those.
Okay, that sounds good. So I want you to, before you do those things, just take a moment and think about how you're feeling, if you're stressed, tense, and then afterwards, I want you to kind of think about how you feel after. But whenever you come back next week, we'll revisit that and see how those things worked. And if it does work out, we'll continue to just kind of make more of a self-care schedule. And if not, we'll brainstorm some new ideas.
Okay, that sounds
That
good.
sound good?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Well, I hope you have a good week, Shelby, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you.